What's up, everybody? This is Travis. We're back again with another video. This one's going to be about roots. So let's check in with the Scotsman and see what he's got to say about it.
So the first thing we show students is we'll put a little bit smaller gap in the pipe. And all they're going to do, this is a 1G position. They're going to be rolling this out. So they'll weld from 3 to 12 and then 9 to 12 with a tight gap. And then that just helps them get the walking down, the concept down a little bit better than a huge 532 gap. They can usually not even come close to welding that their first week. So the first things you want to focus on your root pass is where you're going to start up. So you're going to want to start up in the middle of this tack. And then you want to come to the edge of the tack, and as you see the walls start melting away, then you can introduce the wire to it. So this is going to be kind of like a keyhole dip method. Then we teach the students to start out walking the cup.
Pay attention to the right side of your screen. The hole he's opening up looks exactly like a keyhole.
So keyhole, dip. And of course, this is the basics. This is teaching somebody how to run a root. So first we start off with the keyhole dip method, then we move into back feeding. Just want to make sure you're breaking down both edges of that bevel. And then you can also freak the puddle if something's going wrong. You can come up here away from it and I can move my hand. Now the rod's stuck, I can move my hand if I need to adjust something. You can see how I hold the torch. I don't usually hold it down here like this on my root because it's not hot enough. I'll hold it up here. I'm not holding the cup, but right behind it and kind of to the side, and I have a little bit more control. It's just more natural to do this than that. So I do whatever's comfortable.
This is another example of him freaking the puddle. He's just moving his arc to the side bevel wall and freezing that wire in there, and he can adjust his hand up and down, get more comfortable, and then go right back in it. Once the students start to get a handle on things, we show them how to go from face feeding to back feeding by putting the wire all the way inside the pipe.
So I know this is common sense to the experienced welders, but if you got a 12 o'clock position, you don't want to weld downhill with TIG. So a lot of times we might overlap a little bit and go to maybe 1 o'clock, or if you're coming this direction, go to 11 o'clock. But to weld from here all the way down to the side, you can't do that. They'll bust you out for that. So no downhill welding with TIG, all uphill. At the top, you don't want all your stops to be exactly on 12 o'clock, so you're going to overlap them an inch, and that's fine on this bigger pipe. On the smaller pipe, same thing, you can overlap just a little bit. I hear that a lot. Nobody told me not to downhill weld, so don't downhill weld. We're going to do a tie-in right here. I'm going to show you the proper way to terminate the arc so you don't get all these arc marks on the outside of the pipe. So I'm going to remove the wire and I'm going to come up onto the bevel wall, slide up a little bit, and pop out. There you go. You can see where the puddle went up on the wall, then I went a little bit further. You see the heat marks from there to there on the side.
All right, this is Brandon. He's another one of our instructors. he's going to show us some backfeeding techniques. He's using 532 gap, 1/8 wire, and he's running on about 95 amps. Notice how he's got his wire all the way on the inside of the pipe, and he's keeping that rod in the puddle at all times. You want to make sure you have a good vision through that bevel. There's a lot going on at one time, so you want to be able to see the rod, the puddle, and your tungsten all at the same time. So once you get from 3 to 12 or the 9 to 12 position, you're not backfeeding anymore. You're either lay wiring, face feeding, or using the keyhole dip technique. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. There's a war going on, and it's between people who want it and people who want it more. So if you're watching this video, I want to congratulate you for being on the winning side. There's an old saying that goes, you can't plant lemons and expect to get an apple tree. By studying these videos, you are planting good seed in the fertile ground of your life. Never stop learning.